My screen is visible to you? So today in our unit number 5, we will see the ready mix concrete and underwater concreting and roller compacted concrete. So these are some special techniques for the concreting. Okay, so shall we start now? We have already waited for 10 minutes. I don't think so. No one or more student will join. There's very any um, unrespected from the student that they are not respecting the faculties. They are taking efforts for the classes. So we are in unit number 5 of concreting equipments and techniques and special concretes. In previous lecture, we have seen the batching plant, concrete mixers, hauling pumps, concrete vibrators, and compaction equipments. So these are the equipments we are using for the concreting, and some techniques are required for the special types of concrete, such as if you are going for the ready mix concrete, underwater concrete, roller compacted concrete, cold and hot weather concreting, cold and hot weather concreting, etc. So these are the special techniques required as a special purpose or a special situation. So uh, when the concrete is prepared at the site, so that is site made concrete, or simply you can say the concrete. But if the concrete is prepared, or the fresh concrete is prepared and delivered at the site, prepared in the factory and then delivered on the site, then that concrete is called as ready mix concrete. Uh, Ready to use materials with predetermined mixture of cement and sand and aggregates and waters. These are mixed at the plant, ready mix plant situated at the factory, some other location. and then we are transferring the material through the transit mixer to the site. So that is nothing but ready mix plant. In general terms, you are saying the RMC plant. It was first introduced by the architect Jürgen Henrik Magens. He got his patent of RMC in Germany in 1903. 1903 में उन्होंने किया था. आज we are in 2021, यानी a century ago he had started this idea or RMC concrete, but still in India at many places this is not started in rural areas. I think so. In urban areas, in Malegaon also there is RMC plant, or also for the you can see in this our 11,000 houses made in on the bank of the river Girna. When we go toward the uh, Malde, there is the this houses, and there is the RMC plant. They are prepared and for their continuous use of concrete. So in 1907, it discovered that the available time for transportation could be prolonged not only by cooling fresh concrete but also by vibrating it during transportation. So when you are transferring the concrete is very tough job, because the concrete, as you introduce the water into the mixer, they are nothing but starting setting. So that's why the continuous vibration or mixture is required, or delay in time of setting is required for the RMC concrete. Thus, the first concrete mix off-site and delivered to the construction site was effectively done in Baltimore, United States in 1913, just before the First World War. The first concept of transit mixture was also born in 1926 in the United States. In 1939, the first RMC plant was installed in United Kingdom in 1933. Between years 1950 and 1980, considerable growth of RMC took place in the United States, and in India, RMC was firstly initially was used in 1950 during the construction site of dams like Bhakra Nangal, Koyna, etc. So the increasing availability of special transport vehicles supplied by new and fast-growing automobile industry played a positive role in the development of RMC industry. So you can see here is the batching plant. uh, you can see here the this is the batching plant, and you can see the conveyor belts are there from the hoppers. uh, this is the mixer where all the ingredients are mixed, and then it is through the hopper it is transferred to the vehicle. You can see this is the mixer vehicle, and this white colored is nothing but your transit mixer. This hopper you can see, uh, inverted cone hopper, you can see this is nothing but this is for storage of your uh, cement. Okay, so this is nothing but the RMC plant, you can say in general. You can see, so to get the better quality concrete, uh, to eliminate the storage space for basic material at the site, and also to hire or procurement of plant and machinery directly, we are taking the uh, ready mix concrete uh, from the factory. So that's why the RMC has given very weightage, because the storage of material at the site is required in the large quantity when you are going for the concreting. And the material required for RMC, the general, the aggregate, as we are using, because 70 to 80% is aggregate in the volume of your concrete mass. This aggregate can be transferred to the conveyor belt to lift the, and then it is sent to the hopper like this. This is the aggregate, and the aggregate are divided into two categories. It may be coarse aggregate, it may be fine aggregate. Sometimes nowadays, to the shortage of the natural aggregate, that is fine aggregate shortage. We are also using the manufacturing fine aggregate or manufactured fine aggregate. Then cement is stored in the. I told you this cement is stored in this cylindrical hopper inverted that is supplied to the this pipe. You can see this pipe in controlled manner. This pipe through this pipe the cement is supplied to the mixer. So likewise, all the material is supplied to the mixer, and the capacity of mixer is based on the uh, how much concrete is preparing per hour. If the capacity of mixture is uh, CP30, it means that it is producing a concrete 30 cubic meter per hour. Similarly, many such type of pumps are there, 15 cubic meter per hour, 60 cubic meter per hour, and many such times. So these ingredients, the basic ingredients already we have studied earlier. These are the cementitious material. Fly ash also sometimes used because the delayed strength of the fly ash is more rather than the cement. So early gauge strength we are gauging more from the OPC cement, but the PPC cement, the cement containing fly ash, or if you are partially replacing the fly ash with cement with the fly ash, also we get a good result in later age strength of your concrete. Then water is required. The water should be between pH of 6 to 8 according to the IS 456, and it is free from the contamination and the particulate matters. Then these all are the cementitious material. Already we are studying unit number one, rice as cash. Uh, they are also very fine particles and finer than the cement, and they are also used as to enhance the fresh state and hardened state properties of concrete. So these are the silos where the cementitious materials are stored. You can see here silo one, two, three, or maybe different types of cement, maybe RPH, rapid hardening cement, maybe uh, low heat cement, maybe ordinary Portland cement, and Portland Pozana cement. So different offers are there for different cementitious material. Maybe sometimes if you are using the flash with the cement replacement, so then you can use that hopper, and through this hopper, the material you can see the pipes are supplying to the mixer. Okay, so all these are you can see here how the aggregate is supplied. The aggregate is supplied uh, through the conveyor belt, and then mixing is taken place, and then transportation is done. So there are many such batching plants are there, and uh, the maybe manual batching plants. Uh, Somewhere there semi-automatic batching plants are also there, and then automatic batching plants are also there. So these are different types of batching plants we are using for the ready mix production of the RMC, that is ready mix concrete. So there are the following three types of process of RMC. That is that in the transit mixer, that is truck mix concrete, syring mix concrete, or central mix concrete. Okay, so these are three types. You can see also the flow chart of the manufacturing of the this process, total process. So here it is very clearly that the coarse aggregate is, these are the stockpiles. Stockpile one, you can say the coarse aggregate is stockpile two, is divided into two part, fine aggregate one, fine aggregate two. Then coarse aggregate also another stockpiles with 20 mm, less than 20 aggregate, and uh, cement storage. Also the water tank and the admixture storage are there, and then these all material they are supplied to the mixer for the mixing of your concrete, and the ready mix concrete is ready for discharge into the transit mixer to the transported construction site. So that's why this then for the fresh concrete sample is taken for testing uh, for the uh, compressive strength test. See how the mixing process are undone. While the ready-mix concrete are delivered to the point of placement, the overwhelming majority of it is brought to the construction site in a truck-mounted rotating drum mixer, and that rotating drum mixer is called as truck mixer, and it is called a transit mixer. So inside the cell of the mixer drum are the pair of blades that rotated, and then the mixing of concrete is done. So you can see this is the truck mixer, the transit mixer. It is also called transit mixer. So this drum is rotating uh, clockwise and anti-clockwise. If it is rotating the clockwise, then it is doing the mixing, and if it is doing rotate anti-clockwise, then it will discharge the concrete through the chute. Okay. So likewise, you can see this is RMC, ready-mix concrete is produced and transferred to the site. तो RMC means the concrete produced at the factory. जैसे फैक्ट्री में हम लोग कोई प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं, इसी तरह कंक्रीट अगर हम कंट्रोल्ड क्लाइमेट में फैक्ट्री के अंदर अगर हम बनाते हैं, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रेडी मिक्स्ड कंक्रीट. ओके. Then merits of ready-mix concrete: a centralized concrete batching plant can serve a wide area. Site mix truck can serve a large area, including remote locations that standard truck cannot. The plants are located in the areas zoned for industrial use, and yet the delivery truck can service residential district or inner inner cities. The better concrete is produced, side mixing can produce higher compression strength with less water than standard batching method. Elimination of the storage space for basic materials at site. Standard batching plant need more room for their operation than side mix trucks. So this is the merits of the and benefits of your uh, RMC concrete. Okay, very poor attendance today. There are some drawback also because we have to check or because as the delay of timing is there, then the concrete may be set. The material should be batched at a central plant. Mixing begins at the plant, so the traveling time from plant to the site is critical, or if the longer distance is there. So that's why it is very you have to use the retarder, or that is retarder to delay the setting time of your concrete. Generation of additional road traffic. Furthermore, access road and site accessible has to be able to carry the weight of the truck and load. Concrete is approximately 2.5 tons per cubic meter. So that is the problem with the concrete. If the traffic are there, then it should be discharged on the time. Otherwise, it will harmful for the truck also, and then the concrete is wasted. The concrete limited time span between mixing and going off means that ready mix should be placed within the 10 minutes of batching at the plant. So it is very short time nowadays. If you are routing the retarder, then 30 or sometimes 40 minutes are also suitable. And modern additive modify the precisely the time span. However, the amount of additive mix is very important. This is what is all about your uh, RMC uh, plant. RMC, that is ready mix concrete. Now, the second technique is the underwater concreting, because this is also the special condition where the concreting can be done uh, uh, in water. The concrete is the premier construction material across the world, and the mostly used in the all types of civil engineering works after the water. So during the construction of bridge, dams, or any other structure where the foundation part of the structure is lie underwater, we have to opt for the underwater construction or underwater concreting. When concrete is placed underwater, it is reduces concrete to deteriorate uniformity. Therefore, it should be follow proper mix design, concrete production and placement and quality control is required very rigorously because the concreting underwater will hamper the uh, your uh, properties of your concrete. So proper mix design should be done, and when you are placing the concrete underwater, it may be susceptible to cement washout, lightens, or segregation. So all these effects are may be there, and that should be avoided when you are doing the concreting underwater. So mixed design influences certain vocabulary characters such as flowability, self-consolidation, cohesion, etc. Mixed design also influenced by the rheology. Rheology means the workability properties of the material. It describes the flow and deformation of material. That is rheology. The behavior of fresh concrete can be described by two parameters. That is yield stress and the plastic viscosity. Water content is the important factor for affecting the rheology of the concrete. Water content in a mixture can be classified into two categories: water absorbed in the aggregate and the free water. So there are many methods for uh, many methods of placing of the concrete underwater. The first one is the Trimi method, then pump method, pumping of the concrete. We have seen the pumps in the equipment part in the previous class, and the toggle bags or bag works. These are the different methods to place the concrete underwater. Tremie is the water trap pipe, which is generally of 250 mm diameter, and the funnel-shaped hopper at the top upper end, and the loose plug at the bottom where the concrete is deposited. And it is supported on a working platform above the water level. So it is supported the hopper is supported on the working platform, and through the concrete is done. You can see here the laying of concrete using by the premium method. So this is the pipe, you can see this is the pipe. This is the piles you are providing underwater concreting is done, and this is shutter. This can you can see the reinforcement also here. Okay, so all this when you are providing, so you can see the concrete is placing underwater. The water is there through this pipe. The concrete placement is there, and this outer shutter you can see. This is the shutter, and the pipe is from this hopper. This hopper is mounted on the platform, and from this pipe, it may be flexible pipe. It may be the steel pipe. Okay, then from here the concrete is placed. Then one by one the pipe is lifting up as this progress is start. So this laying of concrete is nothing but by Trimi method. Pump method, you know that by pumping through the boom, you can access the site. You can see here, this is the road. The concrete is under the canal. You can see this is the canal. You are placing the concrete somewhere here. So this you are installed or place the your pump here, and through the pumping, you are supplying the concrete at the place you want to do the concreting. So this is the another method of closing. Then toggle bag are ideal for a small amount of concrete placement. This bag is filled in the dry with wet concrete used for repair work. The concrete is squeezed out by a diver. So that is nothing but the bag filled with the wet concrete. It is uh, placed at the site where you are to drop, and the diver will open and the concrete is placed. Bags are the made open view material. Uh, Diver handle the bags are usual 10 to 20 liters per capacity, but 1 cubic meter bag can be placed using a crane. If you're using the crane, you can place with the bags of 1 cubic meter. But if you are placing the diver, then 10 to 20 liter capacity only it can be done, and that will require large amount of time. So these are all about the concreting underwater and the process. Then the standard requirement of underwater concrete is same as the conventional concrete uh, production and delivery system to be. But our IS code says that if you are doing the uh, uh, underwater concrete, then you have to increase the cement content by 10%. So that should be kept in the mind if you are doing the underwater concrete. And then other construction techniques, there is cation, box cation, open cation, etc. If you are doing the work underwater, coffer dams, we can see here how the work is doing on providing the sheet piles of coffer dams, and the work at underwater concreting is going on. Okay, so these are the different methods uh, we can apply uh, for the underwater concreting, and these are nothing but the special concreting techniques. Now the another techniques uh, we can go for today is the roller compacted concrete. You can see the roller concrete compacted concrete RCC, that is roller compacted concrete, consists of Portland cement, coarse fine aggregate and water. The mixture is same, but RCC requires no forms, finishing steel reinforcement, joint serving, because there is no forms, and generally the RCC, that is rural compact concrete, or the compressive strength is more than M40 or M50 grade of concrete, and they are generally used for the road construction, or for the mass concrete on the dams, etc. The roller compacted concretes are used. So the roller comet takes the name from the method used is built the mix and RCC mixing facility, such as uh, sorry such as the pug mill, tilt drum, or dry batch ready mix plants must have the efficiency to evenly disperse the relatively small amount of water present in the stiff and dry mix. So that is the dry mixing, or very stiff mix is there for the roller compacted concrete, and that should be managed. Uh, and then transportation is through the dump truck, uh, and at the site from the plant to the conventional high density asphalt pavers, etc. We are using for the road construction, and then placement, the mix is placed in a layers for 4 to 5 inch thick, and then compaction is the steel drum vibrator rollers compacted the concrete. So generally you can see this large heavy equipments are needed for placing and for the loader compactor concrete. So you can see this machinery we are also seen in our areas also. These machines are working uh, where there's concrete road is, or concrete road production or construction work is going on. Generally in Nandgaon area, the concrete work is going on. Also here in our Malegaon Old Aggregate, the concrete uh, road, road construction is going on. You can go and watch live how the construction is done, and that is not roller compacted concrete, but in some part where the large mass of concrete is needed, and high in strength concrete is there, or high performance concrete is there, then at that place you need. So compaction is the most important step in the this RCC, that is roller concrete concrete, because it provides density, strength, smoothness, and surface textures. The process begins immediately after placement of the placement and continues until the pavement meets density requirement. So this is continuous till the pavement meets the density requirement, and the pavement must be cured to ensure proper strength gain. So these are the different conditions where we are using the roller compacted concrete. So low speed RCC payment is best suited for low speed industrial or military applications such as intermodal yard, distribution center, or equipment hard stands where surface smoothness and appearance are secondary to high durability. Low maintenance and low initial cost is required. To improve the surface smoothness, uh, and texture, the RCC can be diamond ground or thin asphalt or concrete overlay can be applied. So streets for local roads now in our area are also going on. If you go to a highway where the concrete roads are construction work is going on, you can see that the compaction is done through the roller if the large quantity is there, and also the dams, high volume intersection roads, industrial access road, parking lots, highway shoulders, airport apron, and taxiways. They are generally used or RCC, that is rural compacted concrete. So RCC is completely low initial cost, high durable structure. These are the and low maintenance because of high durability. No need for surface sealing or overlays. Reduce reduces the downtime, fast return to the service, and minimizes elevation changes for the rehabilitation projects. The features are the fast construction with no now forms of finishing or minimum labor is required, or the compaction and placing are done with the equipments. So that's why the construction work is fast, and lighter surfaces reduce urban heat, iron effect, and lighting equipment for parking, exposure, etc. They are very strong in compressive strength, and simple design uh, is there, and aggregate interlock provides excellent load transfer, eliminating the need for doubles. No forms of finishing required. No joint sewing is optional for aesthetic purpose. So all these are the benefit for the roller compacted concrete. So what is today you have seen the uh, roller compacted concrete, underwater concreting. Also, you have seen the ready mix concrete today. So all these three techniques you have seen today's lecture, and now I will show you the uh, our manual once so that you can able to understand. Mm, it is very important for your examination point of view. So study well at your home and prepare for the. Uh, so this is another slide for the RCC, that is roller compacted concrete. You can see here the concrete can be done without the with roller compaction concrete. This area you can see aerial view you can see from the top view the production of concrete, how it is done, how the placement is done. This is the truck. The concrete is transferred to the truck. The concrete is transferred to the truck, and from the truck is supplied to the site. You can see the site where it is supplied and the compaction is done. You can see the finished roller compacted concrete. You can see how this is. See how dry it is. You can see the how dry it is. Very minimum concrete is there, but mixing should be good. You can see this very dry concrete is there. Then this is transferred to the compactor and finisher. It will compact and transfer to the road. You can see here the wet road. This is the dry road. You can see, and here the production work is going on through the machineries. Okay, here you can see. So this is nothing but all about the roller concrete concrete, that is RCC. You may sometimes you are using the steel fibers. You can see the steel fibers are there to increase the flexural strength of your road. Okay. See here the layers for industrial flooring. See here the industrial flooring is done by the roller compacted concrete. This is RCC. This is machine which are uh, leveling or compacting the concrete. Here also you can see the roller compaction is done. See the machine how it is leveling the equipment or road truck with the concrete, and the roller is also seen. So these are all about the roller compacted concrete. Okay, then I will show you the our manual. For this experiment number one. So this manual I'm just showing to already we have completed 12 experiment, and after that all experiment I have given to the link. So in you can see in manual there are questions based on your uh, experiment. Okay, so based on your experiment you can go for the this manual and write down each question answer, and that is nothing but based on that experiment and this question we will prepare the MCQs, and this course reference already given. You have to study these codes, you have to study the experiments properly, each procedure, and what is the theory behind the experiment. Also the question answer, whatever given, uh, and whatever the student activities are given, you have to perform, and based on that, the questions are there on your examination. So if you some student they are asking about the how the examination will be there. So examination will be conducted uh, on the quiz, and quiz having two part. Part one is for part A is on the part quiz one is based on the test on the cement and test on the uh, pillar material aggregate, and part two is the test on the concrete. Then this test on the concrete will start our experiment number 13. So this mixed design method already covered in the classroom, step by step procedure for the DOE method, and that just I will show you. It is remain only that I have to show you the how to convert in the spreadsheet. Then you have to whatever mixed design you will done should be written in their ingredient, and you have to perform, make a spreadsheet, and then what ingredient will come, the final mix proportion you have to write down, and then compare in appendix A. You have to attach the mix proportion by the spreadsheet. Then the determination of consistency of concrete, that is slump, that is workability test in experiment number 4. All these tests are given A, B, C. T part is the for the compaction factor test, and C part is for the VB consistometer test. All the apparatus and details you can see here, and then many question and answers are also here. So based on all these experiments, you have to study, and the MCQs questions will be there on the Qs. Here also you experiment number 5, determination of compressive strength of concrete by crushing and rebound hammer. So here also expected outcome, apparatus theory, and signification of that, what is the NDT, and how to find out the Riemann number, and from the Riemann number how to find out the strength of concrete in Newton per mm square from this graph. And then if compressor testing is there, how you can test on the compression testing machine. This is the rebound hammer, how to hold and how to the test. You can see in the photograph. Also you can see here different positions of the uh, hammer, and this is the this uh, shows how the working of the rebound hammer when you are. This is the this is nothing but measure the surface hardness. Uh, you get the rebound number, and then you have to fill the observation table. Compressive strain you are finding out by in 7 days by the rebound hammer and by the compression testing machine. That should be written. Okay, and the references for this IS 456 2000, IS 516, and the IS 1311. So all these experiment you have to avoid. Then the determination of indirect tensile strength of concrete, that is splitting tensile strength, and the flexural strength of the concrete, hardened concrete can be done. So here just you can see here. This formula to find out the compressive strength or tensile strength by indirect method is split tensile strength. You can see here the setup for the cylinder is put in horizontal to find out the splitting tensile strength of concrete. The procedure and all this description given in the manual. Then you have to fill the observation table and then do the calculation, and you can find out. Then the flexural resistance setup, you can see here how the setup of the flexural resistance testing of the concrete. The following step can be performed for the flexural strength. The flexural strength generally find out on the beam experiment of size 150 by 150 by 700 or 100 by 100 by 500. So it depends on the which size of beam you are using, and that also gives you the flexural strength of your concrete. This is the observation table and calculation and conclusion you can do. Then the experiment number 7 is the demo experiment for the stress strain behavior, that is video demo. And the last one, the we will see the uh, experiment demonstration video on the how to perform the ultrasonic pulse velocity test. So these are the demonstration you can see. Okay. So already most of experiment is over. You have seen already video, and I also shared with you. You can see, and you can uh, later on physically you can able to perform when you are going for the project work. Okay. So we will stop today here, and then we will best of luck for your examination. Prepare well and do a good job. So this is nothing but what about today's lecture. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I have another class now.